most difficult conversation parents will ever have, telling their children they're separating or getting a divorce.
If it is not handled properly, divorce can scar children for life.
From the Anchor Desk, News Channel 5's Kelly Dunn shows us how a child-centered divorce can benefit everyone.
I want my son.
You can't have.
Kramer vs. Kramer was one of the most popular movies of 1979. The mom walks out, dad is left to raise their son, then has to fight to keep custody of him. It was art imitating life. Every year, 1 million American children will experience divorce.
It isn't divorce per se that creates scars. It's how parents handle divorce. It's the approach they take.
Rosalind Sedacca knows this firsthand. She married young, just 19. But after 20 years of marriage, and when her son Cassidy was 11, she and her husband decided to split.
I was traumatized by the thought of how am I going to tell my son.
Cassidy and his father were very close. Rosalind knew she had one chance to get it right.
In the middle of the night, it occurred to me that if I create a storybook, a photo album with the right words, the right message, he would have something concrete in his hands that he could hold on to and listen to and read over and over again when I was talking to him, and it would help me because I would pre-prepare the information and I wouldn't be stuttering and stumbling around during such an emotional experience.
So this is your book that you gave to your son.
Mm-hmm. This is what I created for him.
There are pictures and stories starting before Cassidy was born.
Talking about the vacations we had together as a family and things we did.
Right.
And then I start talking about the fact that lately you're aware things haven't been that happy in our family.
Rosalind says the family story was sprinkled with essential messages she wanted Cassidy to hear.
This is not your fault. You are not to blame. You need to repeat that to your children again and again and again. They need to hear that mom and dad love you and always will love you, and that mom and dad are always going to be your mom and dad.
She stressed that change is a part of life and that everyone was going to be okay. And they were. Today, Rosalind is hoping to help other parents going through divorce. Drawing on her own experience, she's written, How Do I Tell the Kids About the Divorce? A Create a Storybook Guide to Preparing Your Children with Love. It's a downloadable ebook that comes complete with fill-in-the-blank templates to help parents customize their own family storybook.
This is the tool to use at the conversation so that you don't have to hem and haw, you don't have to stammer about what to say and how to say it and get into the emotions. You're conveying a story.
Beverly Geibel is one of the psychotherapists who contributed to Rosalind's book. She says parents can create the divorce they want.
The more harmonious their parents are, and the more cooperative their parents are, the more the children feel, or they feel like there is that family safety net that is still there. The family exists, the marriage doesn't exist anymore, but the family unit still exists.
Rosalind says her son is proof that when parents commit to having a child-centered divorce, everyone wins in the end.
I think the most gratifying moment for me is as a young adult when he came to me and said, Ma, I really understand now why you and Dad split. I love you both, and I'm really happy for you both. You both remarried and have much better lives, and I think you did the right thing.
You can go to our website, WPTV.com, to find out how to buy a copy of Rosalind Sedacca's ebook. You will also find there on the site additional information about talking to kids about divorce. From the Anchor Desk, Kelly Dunn, News Channel 5.